soup.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it appears the girl was in a cult. That's the first thing.
Mm.
And the guy, the moment that sister overstepped, coming to knock on the door, calling her for prayer meeting, and she was standing up like a mumu to go. That's when the guy should have stepped in and said, you know what, this is not acceptable. This is his house now. It's not as if she came on vacation. So I feel like there were multiple occasions where he could have been a man and put his foot down to say, hey, this is not acceptable. If you cannot abide by this, please go your way. Let's just be jolly and enjoying ourselves. So the moment he didn't do that, he get, you know, when they say when you give someone a step, right? I mean, what how they even say it? An inch, they will take a mile. That's my husband in the background adding Jara to
Yeah,
it.
but you know the funny thing is, he lives normal Nigerian man no go take this nonsense from you, but because you live abroad, sometimes
Hey,
it's difficult to
daddy,
put your
please.
foot down. Before you know it, they'll
Ah,
say you are toxic. He was also trying to please the sister, to show the sister that he's a good man, because remember, the girl's father did not want him to marry the girl.
mm-hmm.
So he felt that if he won the sister over, that it would be easier for him to convince the parents that he's a good guy. Dr. Iwandi, say na me or her network don't hook. Her network don't hook. Oh. Where is everybody else today? Okay, let me call her back. She don't vanish.
Okay. Am I
All
back?
right, welcome back. Yes,
No, I don't think you can see me.
I can't see you.
Ah,
Press X, go and let me bring you back properly. The network cut you off. Brother, on your light. Son,
okay.
can you see me? I can't see you.
Yes, I can see you.
Switch on your camera on and off.
Oh, I see. On. Oh.
All right, turn your camera around. All right, continue what you were saying.
So I understand you saying he was also trying to make it seem like, well, I guess he was trying to be in the sister's good grace so that maybe that one can advocate on his behalf to the parents so he can
Yeah.
marry the lady. But at some point when it was getting to be too much, I mean, because see, the thing is, we women, we're very emotional, and sometimes we get drawn into these religious settings, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
starts with prayer. I'm not even going to lie. Myself, back in the days, I used to be one of those, right?
Mm.
And it took COVID really for my eyes to open. There were certain things
Hmm.
that happened during COVID that I realized that, you know what? No be me kill Jesus. You know, as long as I still have that relationship one-on-one with God, regardless of any kind of, prayer, 1 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours, that's the ultimate thing. And so sometimes we women, we don't realize it until it takes, in this case, it was my husband. I was like, okay, what's going on? He started noticing, picking up on some things, subtle changes that I did not even notice that I was changing in some way. And it was like, okay, let's talk.
Changing like
Something.
what? What were you changing?
Um, hmm. I can't really express. I can't really express.
Maybe we should bring your
But
husband so he can express on your behalf.
are you going to express on my behalf? No. Do you want? Okay. He really wants to talk. But this got his attention today.
Daddy Freeze.
Boss.
This is a wonderful conversation that we're having here. You know,
Don't say too much now. They are live.
but I understand now. Let me speak now. You had your own chance. So it got to a point they turned my house into a fellowship center. And you know, being a supportive husband, I didn't even want it to be like as if I'm not allowing her to do, you know, the things that she wanted to do. I will allow them to do their thing, their fellowship, as long as they were not bothering me. But when it got to a point that she will now come to me and start telling me that they had this vision, I'm like, which vision you see? Wait to say God no show me himself now. Because me, I don't understand what this vision you people are bringing here. And they started talking about sowing all this extra seed. I'm like, wait, you are using my house. If that's not enough seed for all of you, you need to get out. Because we are not having this nonsense here. It's not happening. You know, so which goes back to what he was saying, that she allowed the situation to get out. I mean, the guy allowed the situation to get out of hand because he should have stepped in.
Nipped it
I
in
mean,
the
I
bud.
understand exactly. I'm leaving in the bud because, yeah, I mean, you know, marriage is, I mean, love is blind, but is it marriage you open your eye, or how did they say it? You know, regardless of whether they were married or not, you know, this is a relationship that the two of you are in. And if you cannot speak the truth to your relationship, if the two of you are blind at the same time, then the blind will, you lead yourselves into the ditch now. So that's the situation I see here. The guy needed to be a man, step in. Even the wife, the girl will respect you more for stepping in and letting her know that, hey, I get it what you guys are trying to do, but there's a limit. And if you don't want to accept, you know, the terms of my limits, as I'm trying to respect your own, you know, boundaries and limits, come on, please. Yeah, let's move on now so that we don't, you know, cause all this unnecessary heartache at this point.
So how were you able to curb the situation and nip it on the bud or in the bud? I'm glad your husband spoke, because you for not talk and reach like this. So how, what did you guys do? How were you able to talk your way out of it?
The first, it was really COVID. I won't even lie. It was COVID that really scattered everything. So the
if not for
first thing,
COVID, you still have been doing it till now.
there is a possibility. No, there is a.
Say no.
Well,
no, I will have told them that
that's
they need to find another venue.
No.
It's as simple as that.
Well,
They are not the one responsible for what's going on here.
But the truth is, so it was COVID really. And there were certain things that happened that made him realize that, okay, before COVID, right? When I had my first child, the time between the first child and the second child, I had like different like miscarriages upon miscarriages. And then there was a time that the lead person, that was the lead convener, or I guess that's the convener of this group, said she saw a vision. So that day she called, after the fellowship, she said, let's go upstairs. So she called me into the room. We prayed, and then she bought a pink blanket, and she said the vision God showed her was that I was already pregnant with a daughter. And as soon as I told my husband that I saw a vision, oh, this is the blanket that he gave me, this is the vision, he was like, this woman, she's a fake woman, she's a fake prophet. I said, and I was able to fight. I said, how can you say she's a fake prophet? I said, woman of God saw vision. She gave me blanket, and you're still saying she's a fake prophet. Let God know God has answered this prayer. My husband said, I've told God from when I was young that all the kids I will have will be boys. I said, when did you two become prophet? Lo and behold, when we had our child, it was a boy.
Hey, Ogbelugi. Prophet Igbelugi.
It was a boy. So that was before COVID. So when we had him, my husband said, Shebi, I've been telling you that these people, they're not real. I said, and I was still, rationalizing it and saying, well, sometimes, we see things, God may be showing her something, maybe she's putting her flesh in it to say
Let me contribute one more thing.
Hold on.
Let him contribute this one more thing. We enjoy your husband. We took bad around.
He's not giving you the full gist. That the freeze. How person go see this woman where she dey talk say she be woman of God. She dey come all the way from another state. Hold on, leave that thing. When we talk the truth for here, this one everybody go here. This woman come all the way from another state, carry her big head, come here. Talk say she won't win souls. Which souls you dey win? You leave your state, wait there another planet. You know, see souls wey need help for there. Now Maryland where we dey live here. Now souls dey where you won't come win. Oh, make I talk now, donkey.
We don't enter trouble today.
Daddy freeze. See, and this one will come. You know how these our fellow pastors will, now. Yeah, and they'll start treating her like, and I'll be looking at all of these people like, she. I don't see what's in me at the scene. I mean, which one? So when she started coming with all these prophecies, I'm like, how do I finish with this thing and move so that we can?
So I guess that was the first thing when he said that. But again, I still did not see. I didn't, even when he said that, I was, sometimes, prophets get it wrong, things like that. And, the truth is, it's not like I was gullible. I think, sometimes you are in a situation whereby you want something, you're desperate for something. And that's another thing. When you're desperate, just be careful. You're desperate, like, oh, I won't picking, and then it's not happening. And then they take advantage. They prey on situations like that.
They prey on you through prayer.
Yes. And then you feel like, okay, I need to pray more. Maybe if I pray more, God will answer my prayer. I go bump picking, and it could be anything. It could be job, it could be marriage, it could be anything where you are desperate for something or you desire something badly.
It could be a death in the family.
It could also be a death in the family. That's experience.
When they see that you're most vulnerable, then they see it as an opportunity to come in and start luring you in. And
you see, the problem with religion is it is so toxic. A lot of people think, oh, what is it? It's just prayer. You see, after my eyes were open to religion, I stopped allowing my children to go to church. I said, you know what? Anything you want, thank God I'm a scholar. I understand what is written in that book. I will teach you. Anything I cannot teach you, you don't need it. Because you always enter with, I'm going to look for God. And you will come out with the kind of devils you did not have when you were a beginner. That's the thing. Yeah. You see,
that was
sorry. Yeah. And the problem, religion is like madness. I'll explain to you why. If a psychiatrist says you are mad, do you know you can't bring yourself out of it? If you keep quiet, he'll say it's the quiet type. If you talk, he'll say it's the talkative type. If you argue, he'll say it's the aggressive type. Do you understand? You can't. If somebody says you are mad, you can't bail yourself out. You can't talk. If I say you are a thief, you can say, what did I steal? But once they say a psychiatrist, someone who is a professional in that field, can send you to 2 years in a psychiatric home that will be turned to 20 years. Because once you get to psychiatric home, they'll just give you the injection that will make you enter the madness. So that's religion. Imagine you are praying, you have a sick child, and you are praying for your child. As your child gets worse, you keep thinking it's a test on your faith. If the child buys, they will tell you your faith was not strong enough. So there's no point where there's no exit point. The tunnel just keeps getting deeper. You think you are things are working for you. But those who knew you outside of it, who have a clear head, who see that you are sinking deeper into this.
And the thing is, at that point, because many times you can't see it, right? It's those that are closest to you that see it first, and they start noticing certain things. And instead of fighting with them or arguing, I think you just pay attention and listen, because there's some sense in what they are saying. And I mean, this situation with this guy that you're talking about, honestly, I just feel like he should have stepped in sooner. He should have taken control of that situation, like the moment you started noticing certain patterns over time. And now that it got to a stage where it was worse, and okay, first of all, they're not being intimate. She's going to the bathroom to get dressed and all of that. And up until the time she moved out of the room, that was when it was like, okay, that's a lost cause. Now that he has this lady, and she's not like, okay, she wants to come back.
Yeah,
I
he was
think
even ready to take her back on,
I think you
but
gave me
she had to. She was going to have to. That she doesn't want to hear that prayer
It's not
meeting.
going to change for me.
She's
She
not
will
going
not.
to change. She will need to see life, make life show her good
Yeah.
pepper. Then she will now wake up and realize what she lost.
You shouldn't make that mistake. You shouldn't.
So I'm so
And
happy
if you
for
don't,
you, my darling sister, and your husband. You guys were lucky. Some people never get out of this. Your marriage
I
will
know.
end.
that the freeze, we said we don't pay mugu.
Everybody has.
Everybody don't saw mugu. that's how you put it.
I mean, there are certain things. If I just remembered something even with this experience, right? Where, like my husband said, this lady was coming from a different state, right? Saying God has called her to come to our state in Maryland to start winning souls. And my husband said, wait, as she saved everybody in the state where she's coming from, that she will come what, almost
9 hours or more.
almost 200 miles
to
one way. And the other thing was, she wasn't working. She said that this was the thing she said. She said one day she got a
that if you say the hill.
One day she said she got a job at a hospital, and the hospital would require her working 12-hour shifts. And God ministered to her that I called you to be an evangelist. When you work 12-hour shifts, what time will you have to go win souls for me? She said, so she didn't want to be disobedient to the Spirit of God. So she turned down the job. So we're now like, okay, so how are you making money? What's going on? Next thing, when she's coming from that stage, they will ask us, oh, sow seed. So some of us, they designated us as I forgot the name they called some of us.
Indoctrination.
So they will send text or whatever. Oh, this month, please don't forget to sow your seed because evangelist is coming. And we're thinking, we were working. Evangelist is saying we should be sowing seed for to come.
Imagine.
That was when my brain started to activate that this everyone collects seed now. I want to sit down and be collecting seed. So my brain has started activating in so I guess my point of saying this is, it doesn't even matter where you are, whether it's not a Nigerian thing, it's not an African thing, whether you're Oyinbo, Chinese, or whatever it is. This indoctrination, right? Subtle indoctrination into cults. It happens. And many of the religions, the way religion is practiced, I believe they're just cults. It's terrible to say, but that's the honest truth. But everybody, after you don't pay tax, everybody, until you, like my husband says, until you sanwo mugu, your eyes will not open. So everybody has to do it.
Where is prophetess now?
Our prophetess is still there. Oh. Prophetess, me, I don't join them. And
she did not tell you go to hellfire, the usual blackmailing.
Oh, they tried, but I blocked all of them because I was just like, I mean, what did it for me really was COVID. I won't even lie, because during COVID,
No, I know the comments you was making about
Right.
election.
So during COVID, it was first COVID before the elections, first COVID, and they were talking about writing crap about the vaccines. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I know too much, right? For you to start spreading conspiracy theories about the vaccines. And I'm like, mm-mm. And then talking about not, she said she wasn't going to get vaccinated. Well, that's your call if you won't get vaccinated. And then she had the audacity, before saying, oh, God will protect us. And then she asked me, okay, can we come back to your house to continue from where we stopped, to continue this, our meeting? That was when I said, okay, number one, collect vaccine. You are saying nonsense. You now want to come over.
To
That
my
was
own
when I said,
house
"Oh,
and give me
enough is
sickness.
enough. Enough is enough." So I think you just have to be very discerning to many of these things,
Let me tell you
because
something about the vaccine. I took 3 shots. I wore mask, carry sanitizer till today. No
Mhm,
member of my house ever
mhm,
caught COVID.
mhm. You know what? This is a very good story, because even back to these vaccines.
Mm,
So my husband, he, as part of his job, right, when the whole COVID started, it was one of the first people that had to be sent over to assist people.
mm.
So he saw COVID even before, front and center, people dying. So it was like, oh, this thing is not plain. Even this was before it was declared a pandemic. This was like February of 2020. It was like, this thing is not plain.
No, it was January, December, January.
No, it was end of January, February, sometime around there. And it was like, there's something going on. This thing is not plain. And then he was so the cruise. We all know about Princess Diamond cruise ships and all of that, when the first set of people were quarantined on the cruise ship. So he was among the people that went there to take care of them. And he saw it and he was like, this thing is no joke. Until later they finally declared it a pandemic. And throughout that time, he was right in it. He never for once got COVID. Now, when he came back home, he came back home after being away for 2 months. And then a family member, very close family member, said, we need to come and visit you, to come and welcome you, but we're not coming by ourselves. We didn't even know they were coming with someone. This person came with their man of God to come and pray. To come and pray. Oh, I don't even know why they said they were even coming to pray. Seth, do you remember why? They said they were coming. That was how they came into the house. As a man of God already had COVID, we didn't know. So they now said all of us, so we should gather in the living room. All of us gathered, we now held hands. Held hands. And we were now praying. Holy Ghost fire. And we were praying. So imagine, like, we were all, in a circle, holding hands, praying, all of us. And I think the family member said they had a dream. That was why they brought the man of God.
In
In fact,
this
my husband had
America, they
already.
still do this thing in America.
My husband, when they were coming, I told my husband, I said, please don't let them come. I said, number one, this is so common of God. We don't know this person. Number two, you just came. You said there was COVID. You saw all of the things going on. Let them not come. And then the family member, he now felt like, trying to pick fight. No, how can you say I shouldn't come? And something. Okay, come. Do you know that? And then after that, we all sat down on the table. We ate again. We broke bread. Do you know, before the end of that day, was it before? By the end of that day, the symptoms started coming. I'm like, what's going on? Initially, we thought that it was just nothing, right? Until I think that was the worst experience ever. By day 3 was when it was like, okay, something is going on. All because, so I guess my point of saying that is this. He
So who
went
caused the
to,
COVID? Your husband did not catch COVID where he went to COVID.
he didn't, to, he was
Now when
inside
they
his own
bring God
house.
come, now God
He
came with COVID.
was inside his own house. And so he was like, wait, oh, I was, though, when he was there now, he was using all the necessary um protective gear.
But because he's in
But
the
my
house and he's in the presence of the Holy Spirit, no need for protection.
Holy Spirit don't neutralize COVID.
Now you two people now you go enjoy this your story pass.
It was just so for us, it was like, okay, wait a minute. First of all, you said you had a dream, a vision, or whatever. That was why you brought so-called man of God to the house to come and pray. And then we opened door. And we're like, it's like, sometimes when religion is like, it bewitches you. I don't even know if the right word is bewitch. Like, it clouds your
Is
senses
that's
that you
the
can't
word?
even think
That's the word.
straight.
It
You cannot
bewitches.
think straight. Yeah. Because later when you sit down and you now examine, you're like, Shay, I didn't activate my brain cells, or like they say there's pandemic and you are inviting a stranger into your house because he says a man of God that is coming to pray. We have to be very careful. Hmm.
If
We
I tell
have
you
to
my
be very
story,
careful.
I was with at a point in my life I was going through something. So a friend of mine was driving me and he was begging me for money. He needed a loan. I said I didn't have. He drove me to this pastor's house and I wrote a check of 200,000 for the pastor out of money I didn't have. So the guy was driving me back. I can never forget that. He said, "You gave that pastor 200,000. I thought you said you didn't have money." Ah, no, 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 this is for God. Everybody does some Omugu.
That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
See,
They are
me,
pumping.
as in, if my mother starts like this, Jesus, I say, "Hey, mommy, I don't want to hear about your Jesus." The
That's my
Savior's
father.
name is Yahushua. That's his name. Until you are ready to accept that, I don't want to hear about this foreign God that people brought into Nigeria. I know we import everything. Our shoes are imported, clothes are imported. Must we import God too? Can
It's
we, if we can't sew our own shoe and wear our own traditional clothes, at least let's find our own God inside us. How can an Oyinbo man that will not give you visa to his country give you what will take you to heaven? If there's anything Oyinbo man will know that will take you to heaven, he will not give it to black man.
oh yeah,
Oyinbo
that's
that's not
true.
ready to share toilet with you.
Absolutely right.
Now I
Yeah.
won't give you waiting go carry you and them. The two of them go there
Mm.
heaven. Unless the heaven will get partition, them go there one side, you go there one side.
Levels.
So my
Uh,
darling sister, thank you so much. Lovely, lovely story. Guys, be careful. Things are happening out there. Things are happening out there. Person will go the front of COVID, no catch COVID until man of God come pray. Just know. Sometimes what you are looking for as God, now ain't gonna be devil. Because I
yes,
say
so
this all the time. You can't if God and the devil spoke to you now, you follow the devil. Because just look at everybody that God spoke to. Their lives were difficult. There was a training process that if they tell you that training process, you don't go on go through them.
mm,
From David to Moses to all of them went through something. But the devil said, kneel and worship me, I'll give you the kingdoms of this world. His own is direct. That thing you're looking for, he will give it to you.
mm,
So you have to be careful. What looks like God most of the time ends up being the devil.
mhm.
And religion is very subtle. You don't know when it takes over your mind. Me and my wife too. Before, our family members call, we had a dream. One day, I don't know how we even stopped it. One say, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear. Dream for yourself. Then when me to announce that my religious activism, I guess they just knew that no, leave this one. This one done lost. You don't know, as in those days, they would all wake up. One man of God saw this. One
Mm,
man of God said you should pray for this person. I don't want to hear it. Keep it away from me.
mm.
Somebody say,
Um,
what if something happens and you buy? I say, at least I owe past Christ. Christ not
mm,
reach 30 something ago. At least I done nearly 50. So he's not by age.
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I say, one Jew first born not buy. He not reach my age. So now they
Mm.
use buy, they threaten anybody. Anybody will go buy, go buy.
And some of these people also sow discord into the family.
You see, they can't win unless the family is separated. They will
That's true.
see, forget you and your husband. They will cause problem with you and your mama, you and your papa. Your mother will bring them into your life and cause a problem that she cannot solve.
That's true.
And the Bible says that they are always targeting women. I will give you
That's
the
true.
verse. I will give you the verse.
You are spot on that they phrase on that one. It's the women they always target because they know they have a soft spot for Jesus.
Do you have a Bible there with you?
Yeah.
I want to give it to you. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 6.
Second
If you have
Timothy.
NLT, it's very good. NLT or NIV will help. Even King
NLT.
James in this particular instance is good enough.
I have it.
Read it.
They are the kind who walk their way into people's homes and win the confidence of vulnerable women who are burdened with the guilt of sin and controlled by various desires.
Finish. As in, this verse was written 2,000 years ago. Meaning, they were doing it 2,000 years ago. Why did the Bible emphasize on vulnerable women, guilty of sin, desires, who had desires? I want to marry. My child is not well. I want to have children. I want this. I want that. Come on. It happened and it will keep happening. My dear brother and sister, God bless you. Thank you so much for this conversation. I enjoyed this night too much.
All
Second
right.
Timothy chapter 3 verse 6. Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 6. In fact, let me show it to, if you watch the video again, you hear her read it. She read it herself. It's there inside the Bible. The Bible is warning you about what they will use the Bible to do. Good night.
Good night.